Howdy there, PvPers. This is Peter the Panda here, coming at you with another Shadow Priest PvP video. In this video, I'm going to be focusing on analyzing my gameplay step by step in Arena, trying to show you my mistakes, elements of my gameplay that I think went really well, and trying to recreate these kill setups in a future game, or trying to notice what we could do better to live against this team, because this is a really bursty matchup right here, Rogue Mage Priest, and we could lose very easily in the opener. So I have it slowed down pretty hard here in the opener just because I want you to take a look at the positioning. We see the enemy priest on the other pillar, and he's just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. They're looking for the rogue, and if the shaman peeks out, this priest is going to be able to land his obsidian claw, which is going to do 100k plus damage. He's going to be able to shadow fiend another 100k damage, and they can get a massive opener onto the shaman. I think the shaman's actually the best target for them to open on, and our shaman makes a mistake of running in LOS to get in combat. Now they're going to use this to just all in him. So we see one claw come out, two claws come out. The mage pops combust, gets cheap shotted instantly, blinded on his trinket, but the two claws are ticking and ignite is railing because the mage got a little bit of damage off in combust. So I'm kind of paranoid right now, and I'm thinking, what do I do out of this up? Do I life swap? Do I shield? I see my shaman keeps getting CC'd. I actually go ahead and mass dispel here, which I think is a pretty poor play. I think I really need that later on in the game to dispel CC, because I'm not quite sure that they're going to stay on the shaman. They're just trying to open him to force either Spirit Link, Trinket, or Life Swap. So my rogue played really well peeling there. I just kind of panicked and emptied there when I really didn't need to. So in the future, I will never do that again. I don't even know why I did it. I think I just was totally freaking out. Since both of the targets are on stun DR, it's important to know that I am not going to use my CC until we have a kidney shot ready. We usually opt to kill the rogue against this team just because they technically don't ever play versatility. They play 9 gushing wounds, so they just take a ton of damage. So I'm going to be looking to save my CC. Since my rogue already used blind, it's really going to be up to me to control this priest when we're ready to do a go. So I'm in void form, just trying to keep my damage up, spamming. I make a mistake here by being too close to the mage. I get DB ringed, and then they get the blind on the shaman. So we are double CC'd. My rogue has vendetta on him. He's super scared. My shaman waits to trinket the polymorph out of the blind, which I think is actually really smart, because if he trinkets blind, he could just get sheeped on his trinket. I'm actually going to pause it here for a second. So much just happened in 5 seconds that it's going to take me 30 seconds to actually break down what just happened, which is why I think it's really effective to go back and look at your games here, because it's so fast-paced that I actually make a pretty big mistake here. So the priest trinkets fear, throws that pain suppression, and his voodoo totem. Now there's no way that the rogue is going to die through that, so me putting silence onto the priest really isn't doing anything, because that voodoo totem is going to heal him for like up to 200k throughout the duration. So kind of a waste for me to dump my CC here. The rogue is evasion, pain supped, and voodoo totemed again. So I used both my CCs when we could have really just traded that one fear for those 3 defensive cooldowns. I don't really think it was worth it for me to throw my CC out there, because now we're going to have to wait another 40 seconds to try to get a kill set up. Now we actually still have smoke bomb here, so my rogue's doing a good job of taking the other rogue away from the priest, and we're able to dump quite a bit of damage in there. I throw my Psyfiend, but my shaman calls out that he doesn't have stop for polymorph anymore, so I'm pre-casting the MC. I luckily get it on the end of his cast. Shaman's able to reposition, get to the other side, and we've kind of escaped that polymorph situation. So the same thing is going to be happening pretty soon. The mage is going to push up, and it's up to me to kind of be a pest and stop him from getting the polymorph. So got to play very smart with my CCs here, and hopefully get a useful mass dispel too. So again, same situation. Shaman calls out, can't stop sheep. It's up to me to help. I shield the rogue here. I'm going to fake CS with MD. I also faded, so I can't get DB'd or anything. Panda, that's kind of overkill. I didn't need to do that. I actually screwed up really bad there, because my MD didn't go off, because I got trigger happy and silenced the priest right when we got the kidney. So it was like 0.1 seconds from going off, and I didn't MD the sheep, but it ends up being fine, because the mage is forced to DB me, and he doesn't get the resheep, and they've lost all their pressure. Now it's important to know that I did claw there, and I silenced, so I'm also just going to throw my stun out. That way that the next time my CCs are back, I have 2 of them instead of just 1. So I'm just trying to time it so that when they're up, they're up together. That way I can just do long CC chains and we could win. I also told my shaman that he can claw the next time I CC, so he's going to be looking for that in about 30 seconds when our next CC chain comes up. Until then, my priority is just doing damage. We could actually beat this team on mana if we play well defensively. This game doesn't end up coming down to mana, but it has definitely happened against other teams. Again, I'm being annoying, just spam MCing the mage. I'm not sure if it was actually warranted there, but I know he's going for the polys, so I'm just trying to stop him. I throw out a Psyfiend right as I get polyed, fear the priest out of that, and now I have to peel my shaman again. So I actually get kicked this time, and I'm trying to MC again, but the mage is really DR'd. I see the priest stacked on my shaman for the fear. My rogue cheap shots him, and I'm going to grip him at the end of that cheap shot to take him away from the priest. I could have gripped him into the meteor, but I think he still would have just got feared. I'm forced to life swap there since I got CS'd on the master spell, so that's poor play by me. My shaman's sitting a fear, but it looks like our rogue has Cloak of Shadows up, so we know he's going to be okay. Now our CC's coming back up, so I'm going to pause here. Just taking a quick look at this guy's buffs. He's got Feint up, he's got Vitality. I have all my CC, my rogue has Kidney Shot, but we call out that we should wait till this is over, because once that feint's over, we can actually just blow him up in a stun. My shaman is ready to claw, he's got his finger on the trigger. As soon as he sees that Kidney Shot hits, he knows I'm going to silence and I could cover it so it does not get dispelled. Look, the second the feint goes down, I Void for him, start spamming damage, get my instant Mind Blast, start spamming Void Bolt, silence the priest, I get polyed, but since we have just completely overkill burst setup, we didn't even end up needing my stun there. And as you can see, the priest still doesn't have trinket for 18 seconds, and my rogue has blind back. So they were totally overkilled there. Since we had blinded the mage in the opener defensively, and the priest trinketed fear, his trinket didn't line up, and we were just able to close that game out. And I think I played that one really bad, and we still beat a team that was 3K. So just goes to show you the advantage we have in that matchup. I'm going to squeeze one more game in here really quick, and this one is going to be a loss just because I think there is a lot more to learn from losses than wins, even though it's still good to analyze the wins. We're playing Hunter Shadow Priest here, which is a very good comp. I don't play it too often, so I think that's kind of why I screwed up really hard this game. Our goal is just to get CC on the priest and kill the mage. So we force paints up there, and then we actually try to mind bomb out of the trap, but since he's rally and the mind bomb was on cooldown, I just tried to squeeze it in there, and it didn't go off. He had like 0.1 second to dispel it, and he did. So good play by him, bad play by me. I fucked up our CC, and now we have to wait to win. So I'm hanging on to my silence for the next time I could mind bomb. That way we can just get guaranteed CC. He won't dispel it, and I won't mess up again. We get a stun onto the priest, trap him out, hodge the mage. He does get the Vital off, so maybe I should have silenced over it, and it would have canceled the healing. Either way, I get the mind bomb here and just start cranking as much damage as I can. Fix yes, MD the paladin. Good play by me there. Trying to keep up my dots, purging that mage's shield whenever I can. Mind controlling the priest for extra CC. Just trying to do whatever I can until our hunter has trap back up in 10 seconds. So now I'm being a little scared here. Our paladin has no bubble, no trinket. I know that it's up to me to life swap the hunter when anything goes wrong. We get a trap here, but again, since my mind bomb is too not timed properly with the trap, I can't mind bomb out. I don't make the mistake of trying to squeeze it in again. I just say, you know what, it has to be safe. So the next game we face this team, have to tell my hunter that we can't trap unless mind bomb is coming off cooldown. We get turtle from our hunter here to keep him alive during combust. So that means that literally our only defensive cooldown left is my life swap, and I have to use it. I have to save my trinket for it. Unfortunately, you'll see that I end up doing something down my trinket defensively to try to win. So I get cheap shotted and I just instantly trinket because I think we're going to win here. The mage is really low HP, and I know if I get the mind bomb, he's just going to die. But I didn't realize the priest hadn't willed all game, so he just wills right there, and then I stack on the priest for the double fear. He gets step dressed, and I don't get to life swap because I trinketed aggro there. So really bad play by me, and ultimately against rogue mage, it's up to you to help your teammate out. Like, I got one good master spell there, but since we don't have a shaman and we have a paladin, I really need to do a better job of stopping polymorphs and just overall saving my trinket for life swap instead of using it offensively to try to win when we wouldn't have even won there anyway. So just a quick example of how easily you can lose the game for your team as a Shadow Priest if you waste your PvP trinket. So with those two videos, that'll conclude the arena analysis. I think that the concept of watching your own gameplay is actually super important, so even if that's the only thing that you gained from this video, I would be happy. I know that after we fought that one Rogue Mage Priest, that was like our first game of the night, and then we fought like 3 more Rogue Mage Priests, and we just completely dominated them because we knew what to do better in the opener, and I played a lot smarter with my Master Spell in particular. So I know I gained a lot from just watching that one game. Hopefully someone else did. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, or possibly any feedback on how to improve these videos and make them more educational or more informative. So yeah, thanks for watching. have fun in the PvP.
I'll trap.
Yeah, I clawed now, he's no feign. Mind bomb out too. Probably dies here.
Hodge.
Insane Hodge. Nice.